guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and our home team. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football.
Let's go, baby.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and our home team. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Come on, let's go. Check 24. Blue draw, Porter. Let's go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Jones, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Ready up.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check. Crouch. Crouch.
Go.
Check.
Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. We got double up. Check it back. He's crashing.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Set. 70. Indy.
It's just me and you.
Check. 80 weapons. Rock it.
Take this Griffin.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, lock it. Hey, just out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray, and this is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do. That'll
be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
23 yards on the play.
First down, 49ers.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
X3, 218, chop.
Check, lucky.
Look at me. Go, shoot.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Squeeze. Leo. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing on second down. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Got it.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Go.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Great on Travis. You're out.
Mike 51. Here we go. Slam.
Off the play fake. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Under 10. 10. Bang.
Hey, Sam on. Hey, Charlie. On the ball. Fire.
From the gun, Jones taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. Matt Breida, 96 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now we'll give right side Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. It could really put him in command before intermission.
Yeah,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 56.
Here's Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Get him, get him, get him.
Bam, bam.
Check your hot read. Check 31, check 31. SOS.
Rock it. Snap.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
Here's Jones. Operating from the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch that.
Go. What? Squeeze.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Leo. Get 2.
This is Coleman. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I'm going to hit you all day.
At the 36-yard line.
Undercrush.
Under crunch.
Shoot! Shoot!
Protein spill.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
That's going to be a long day.
Hard. Score.
Throwing Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Flush to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, alert 3. Switch.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Able to push his way through. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Jones now. A final shot before break. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Out, 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 out. Shift, watch the shift. Okay.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike, check. 59. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now Murray off play action. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Matt Breida with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Haywood.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy.
Let's go.
From the 36, Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
Let's go. Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And he completes it to Hunt. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.